Well done, you couldn't have timed it better. You're with Sky Sports News, you're watching the Middlesbrough News Conference. Jonathan Woodgate with Gareth Southgate. We're expecting them to parade 2 more signings as well. Let's hear what Gareth Southgate and Jonathan Woodgate have to say.
I don't want me to do an introduction. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this press conference called by Middlesbrough Football Club to unveil the signing of Jonathan Woodgate. We're delighted that Jonathan, a Middlesbrough boy, has joined his hometown club. The deal is that Jonathan has joined us for the whole of this season from Real Madrid, and we, the club, and Jonathan and Real Madrid have entered into an option to extend that deal for another 4 years at the end of the season, if we so wish. So we'll take any questions that you may have. Fire away.
Jonathan, obviously, welcome back home. How special is it for you to be joining this club?
Well, I started going to Middlesbrough games when I was a young boy with my father. It was always a dream to play for the club. Everyone knows I'm from Middlesbrough and I love the area. And when I lived in Madrid, I always used to come back and see my family all the time. So yeah, it's brilliant for me.
There was a lot of speculation that, of course, Newcastle, where you'd had a great time before, were also in for you. Was it a tough choice to make?
Obviously, you've got to make decisions in your life. I think I've made the right decision coming here. Got some fantastic young players, and the manager will be a great success here. Obviously, the chairman as well, being from Middlesbrough, was a great help. But I chose Middlesbrough, and it's going to be a good decision for me.
Obviously, Real Madrid has been a great experience for you, but perhaps you didn't get the football there you wanted. Was that key to this decision as well?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Everyone's been well documented. My first year there, I was injured. In my second year, I played, but I kept on getting little niggly injuries, which wasn't good for me. But the games I did play, I played okay. But this year, it's an important time for me in my career. I'm 26 years old now, and I've got to play football week in, week out, and try and bring success to Middlesbrough and try and get in the England side.
How is your fitness in your own mind and your own opinion at this moment in time?
Well, with the manager Fabio Capello, it was possibly the hardest pre-season I think I've done. I think all the other lads will say that as well. So my fitness is good. I've played in 8 of the pre-season games, so my fitness is good. Gareth,
if we just bring you in, I presume this rules out you categorically putting your boots back on, does it?
Yeah, that's the most pleasing thing about it. It's fantastic for all of us. We only found out really in the last 10 days that there was a possibility that Jonathan would be available, and everybody at the club's worked together to try and make this happen. We're signing a world-class defender, and I've played with him. Somehow he kept me out of the side a couple of times with England as well, which was a joke, but there we go. We're signing somebody who's hungry, who has a real point to prove, who will add stability to our side. Confidence will spread throughout the team because of the quality of the player and the calmness he has on the field. And as Keith said, and Jonathan's mentioned, he's a Middlesbrough lad, and I think that's a fantastic thing that we're bringing somebody with a feeling for the club as well.
As well as establishing himself here, can he establish himself, in your opinion, back in the England setup?
No question. I think, Jonathan, nobody questions Jonathan's ability. I think he's determined to try and work as hard as possible and has been with his fitness, and we're all going to work together to do that. And I'm sure as this season goes on, he'll be part of that England squad again.
Gareth, it's a short-term deal with a long-term option, which says a lot about your plans, doesn't it?
Well, I think the initial year is for us to impress Jonathan, and for Jonathan to prove to everybody the ability that we all know that he's got. And hopefully over the course of this year we'll be able to show Jonathan we can fulfil his desires and his ambitions, of which he still has many. And that we can help him to progress within our team, but also progress on the international stage as well.
And Jonathan, you've been very honest this week in your comments about how difficult a decision it's been and the options that have been available to you. Was the hometown factor the clincher?
Of course, I'm a Middlesbrough lad, and you only want to play for Middlesbrough. It's the first time Middlesbrough have come for me, and so I had to say yes. Like I said before, it was a major factor for the manager and Steve Gibson when I spoke to them. I wanted to come, but you obviously have to make a decision in life, and it's important for me. So I had to take as long as I did to make a decision. But in my eyes, in my opinion, I've made the right decision.
Was it a straight choice? Back to your old club, Newcastle, or back to your hometown?
Well, to be honest with you, I just wanted to be up north. I had options to stay in Spain and different clubs, but I wanted to come back home. So I'm